You all, what I want you to do today is I want you to take the opportunity to immerse yourself in all that you're going to hear and all that you're going to experience. Esports gaming is the new wave amongst our young adults.
I graduated from HBCU, my parents, my 6 brothers and sisters, all of us. Long story short, when he showed me, he was like, there's no HBCUs on this list of schools he wanted to attend. And there were no black professional gamers that he was following. Everybody was white males and Asian. I'm like, is there not something wrong with this picture? I'm a black female, you're a black male. There's nobody looks like us. These people winning all this money, why can't you do that? And so that's that. On that day, and that was May 14, 2020, I told him I was going to do something about it. You know, it's not required to go to HBCU. I just want you to go get a certificate, go to community college, get a degree, get certified, and get a job and work in the space that you love. Not that your parents love, but that you love. Do what you want to do. And so I started the Black Collegiate Gaming Association for that purpose, to provide a space for education, awareness, careers, mentorship, scholarship, and a place for students to go play. So we have 16 HBCU member institutions, and we're building gaming labs. We opened our 13th lab last week at Alabama State University. So it'll be a dedicated place for people to go, because then you only saw one HBCU in May of 2020 that even had a gaming degree, and that was Kentucky State. And there was only one HBCU that had an esports lab, and that was Alcorn State University of Mississippi. And he's like, I'm not going to either one of those schools. And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna make sure you have options. So that's where and why we are. Our bigger mission, though, is much bigger than HBCUs. I love them. I know the amazing work and products that come out of them. But it's to get more blacks and women of color in this space. Less than 2% of the industry is black. At work, design, develop, create, sell, market, account for the gaming industry. And less than 0.5% of the industry is women of color. That's not just me as a black woman. We're talking about Latina, Asian, Indian, and Native American women. Less than 0.5% are women of color. But we spend a lot of money in this space. So we wanted to create opportunities like this. I'd like to introduce Kevin Walker with Assn, because he's right here in the DMV, and he has a lot to do with getting you all out today. Also, Rod Chappelle with the HBCU Esports Alliance. This is his HBCU member institution. Coppin State is not one of our member institutions, unfortunately. But at the same time, they're what we call one of our strategic partners, because Rod Chappelle and his, I called him immediately when they said, when the DMV said, we want to do something in the DMV. And so I called him immediately. He's like, Coppin State, we got you. And he's been right. They've got an amazing lab here that you'll get to see later if you're coming to play in the esports tournament. So Kevin, he'll come up and say a few words.
All right. So DMV, PG County, let me hear you loud. Let me over here, who is this, Flowers High School? Yeah. All right, show some pride. Flowers High School. So I first and foremost want to give honor and praise to God, because really and truly, everything that I've learned and everything that I've experienced with this process is really a representation of what God is doing in my life, but also the representation of all the other people that He's brought to us. I've always learned that everybody that's doing the good things, that's trying to help the community, we normally always will come together at some point in time. So it's an awesome opportunity. I thank Ms. Keisha Walker for giving me the time and the opportunity to be able to just be a part of the wonderful thing that is happening here in our communities. And I just hope to see more of this happening in the DMV and Baltimore, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
My grandmother, rest in peace, she's the one who taught me how to play video games, and I was 4 years old. And I've been playing video games all my life, and now it's officially my career. So this keynote is called Becoming the Cheat Code. And the reason why this is important is because everybody in here has something that only you got, that only you can offer, that somebody needs. But if you don't understand how to unlock it, you don't know where it's at, then your very value gets lost, and then other people will place their values on you, and you will never get to see your potential, period. So you got to be able to keep what you work for. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to say is understanding that you're here for a reason, period. So I don't know where the cameraman at, you know what I'm saying, whatever, but if you get a shot in my lip, right here, if you get a shot in my lip, when I was 1 year old, well, 1 year old, so like that, I bent a refrigerator cord, and I got electrocuted, and Like this part was gone, I'm one, and this was gone. I was supposed to die that day. But I'm here, meaning that I'm here for a reason. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this room been through something, and then you look back like, dang, I survived that? Like I'm still here? So then you're here for a reason. Why did I say that? Because you're here for a reason, that means you got value. And if you got value, that means you have a purpose. And when you find your purpose, you discover your passion. And that's what we're here to talk about today as well.
In the power of networking. So I'm gonna let each of these amazing panelists introduce themselves. First, we have, and they're each gonna take the mic. We're gonna do ladies first. With Black Gamers Matter, we got Ms. Melanie Clark, Program Activation Lead, Ms. Jessica Murray, CEO and co-founder of Wicked Saint Studios, and Jabari Ali, representing for the men, the game designer of Skydance Interactive, and he's actually got a new title, which he'll let you know in a few seconds. So we'll start with ladies first. Ms. Melanie.
Hello everyone, I'm so excited to be here. So I'm Melanie Clark, you can call me Mel. I reside in Brooklyn. I am the Program Activation Lead at Switch for our East Coast team. And so I've been at Switch for a little over 4 years now. I specifically work within our brand partnership studio, so it's where we create all of our sponsored streams and really get to have that personal interaction with streamers. So if you see a streamer doing a stream sponsored by any brand, McDonald's for instance, that is a part of the team that I'm working on, and it can bring those opportunities to life. So I'm honored to be here. First and foremost, it's a blessing. I'm excited to meet every single person here. And Keisha, thank you so much for creating this organization, and providing these opportunities for us all to connect. So happy to be here.
Thank you. Jessica.
Awesome, thanks. Hey everyone, I'm Jessica, you can call me Jess. I am an international peace builder turned game designer, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Wicked Saint Studios. We create games that are wickedly fun and actively good. We are the first team out of Niantic Labs Incubator. Who knows Pokemon Go?
Of course.
Yeah. All right, they're the makers of Niantic, they're the makers of Pokemon Go. And we came out of there with the first game of its kind. It's called World Reborn. It's the world's first adventure activism game. It's real fantasy, so your real actions that you take in real life actually fuel your power to win the game. And so we are backed by Riot Games, and we have co-foundership of Discord. We are venture backed, and now I'm raising a second round, and Riot Games is leading the way again, or co-leading. And so, yes, that's me. Happy, excited to talk to you more. Oh, and those stickers outside are mine. Feel free to take one.
Awesome. And I love Riot Games. They're partnered as well with BCGA. For those who don't know, they make Valorant and LOL. So appreciate and love the support. They've done a great job with diversity. One of their former executives and one of our BCGA advisory board members, Angela Roseborough, has been phenomenal for the work she's doing to continue to diversify the space. She just left Riot Games and is now starting her own company and is doing consulting so she can reach and help to continue to move the needle across the gaming industry. So we always appreciate their support. Okay, so our first question is, what brought you into the gaming industry? Oh, go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm going to go straight to the question. Apologies.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jabari. I was a systems designer at Skydance Interactive. Okay, here we go. Okay. What's up, everybody? My name is Jabari. I was a systems designer at Skydance Interactive. You probably know us for Walking Dead: Saints and Sinners Retribution. Just launched on Oculus and every other VR platform, sponsored by Meta. That was exciting. But I am now the Oakland Site Director for the Hidden Genius Project. So for those of you who do not know about the Hidden Genius Project, we train and mentor Black male youth in technology creation, entrepreneurship, and leadership skills to transform the lives of communities. We have been operating for 10 years, over 10 years, and have served over 9,000 youth. Something special about us is that we work in a lot of different verticals, not just gaming, I think with web, robotics, and our students not only get paid to be in our program, but then we also pay them to go out and teach what they learn at schools, and then we also set them up with jobs in their industries, and sometimes we even hire them to work for us. We've already done that with a few of the geniuses as well. But yeah, very excited to be a part of this panel And definitely, if you're looking to get into gaming, something I forgot to mention too, we actually have our own game studio as well that's run by alumni of our program. That's sponsored by various different, we have a lot of big partners, everything from Intel to Unreal to you name it. So if you want to get into gaming, definitely let me know. If you're in high school, you want to learn it. If you just graduated, you want to teach it, or you want to get a job working on games, definitely let me know. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you, Paige, for bringing me on.
Thank you.
And that is where you can play to earn. So if you play Brick Breaker, you play Tetris, you play whatever you play all day long, now you can make money from the time using that with blockchain. And we'll talk more about it later. Thank you.
Awesome, Aaron.
Yes, I'm Aaron Bowden, Business Development at FutureMedia.tv. Future Media is a marketing company that does brand awareness, brand integration. We have a reach across social media platforms of 750 million eyeballs.
The careers, to answer her question about what careers are available, every single career is available in blockchain. So especially artists, people that want to do film, people that want to everything, dancing to music, everything that we do is a potentially enhanced or a career that you can play, a role you can play in the blockchain space. So don't think about it as like just this limited group of people off in the corner. Because a couple years ago, the blockchain market was $4 trillion. The market cap of blockchain was $4 trillion. Right?
That's trillion with a T.
Now, currently the market is around $1 trillion. What does that say to me? There's a $3 trillion gap between now and the next surge, right? Where do you sit in that $3 trillion? Because it doesn't take very much of it for you to be very happy with your choice.
Let's get it.
Take what's out there and put your own flavor on it. And market yourself. Listen, people buy what they follow. People are aware by what is shared. That's what we say at our company. You are the influence. So the way that you can get into any type of business is through social media. Look at Funny Marco. Everybody knows Funny Marco? He's got his own TV show. He's got shoe deals. All he's doing is pranking people. But he would go up and start interviewing people. And I know his manager. And his manager told me 3 years ago that they're going to have their own show. But he did it where? In front of liquor stores, in Walmarts, interviewing people, making fun of people, putting it on his platform. He would wear Nike, a Nike shirt, now it's sponsored. Just utilize your platform to get the attention of these Fortune 500 companies because they're just waiting.
I'm from here. I'm from Maryland. I'm from PG County, to be exact. I used to go to Suitland, and I used to go to Prince George's Community College. So so I'm local. But as far as like mental health goes and like the things that I deal with, the regular things of like being black, of course you got to deal with certain things that other people have to deal with, like of course like racial slurs and other stuff like that. And for me, I check him at the door. I'm not the type to like sit there and let you call me that. I say yo, I block them. I block out words. I don't got time for that. Like I'm trying to game and have a good time. I do not have time for anything extra. So, that's what I do. Everybody's a little different, but that's me. You come in here, there was a whole, raid that was going on. I blocked everything. I was like, I'm focused. I don't have time. I got more things, better things to do than just worry about ignorant people. It should be left in the past, So that's me personally. I just block everything out and just worry about what I'm doing. I'm here to game, I'm here to play, have a good time with my community and enjoy myself. So I think everybody should have that kind of mentality, especially online, when you can block people. So that's what I do.
Miss Ash Rods definitely is a beautiful black queen in this space. How do you handle it? How do you address it?
Don't pass me up.
We gotta give credit where credit is due.
Do you like the red lip?
Oh, absolutely, always. Red rules. McDonald's knew what they were doing when they picked red.
I am from Sacramento, California. Born and raised. I want to get out of California. California has a lot of great opportunity, but I want to go somewhere else, Anyway, we're talking about toxicity and gaming and streaming. I want to say I did a soft stream on Twitch back in 2014, and shaking talking about this, but I got hit with all the slurs, all the fat phobic comments, everything you can think of. And I told my mom, I said, maybe this space isn't for me. So I waited a couple of years, I graduated high school, got my first PC, got my first credit card at Best Buy, and I said, F it, I'm gonna do it. Because this is a space I deserve. I deserve to be a streamer, I deserve to be a gamer. This is what I wanna do.
You're not worthy. Those words penetrate more because you haven't set the intention of who you are. No one else can tell you who you are if you've done the work before you leave. But every day when I wake up, I say a meditation, I say a prayer, and I read my scripture. That's me. It may not work for you, but you find the thing that works for you, but you spend at least 3 minutes getting your mind right to be set for the day ahead, whether that's school, whether that's gaming, whether that's interacting with a peer or a friend. If you do that, the words are going to come, but they're not going to penetrate as much or at all the more you do it. Just like with gaming, meditation, and quiet time takes time. You have to make it a habit. Because if you don't believe it, they are just words. So setting an affirmation, setting an intention, if we had time, I will lead us through meditation right now. They're not very long. You can do it in 30 seconds, you can do it up to 30 minutes. But it's you taking the time to know who you are and affirming that every day. Because people are going to have opinions about us, but their opinions really don't matter. I've not yet seen an opinion put $1 in my bank account or give me peace at night. You got to figure out what that looks like for you.
How do you differentiate between a job that's good for exposure and then some organization who wants a service from you and they say they'll pay you in exposure? How do you see who's trying to take advantage of you and who's actually trying to give you an opportunity?
First of all, don't do anything for free. Like I said, even if it's in kind. I need a PS5. Don't do anything for free. Wait for the next opportunity. So let them know immediately your brand matters. Your brand has a value. Even if it's give me a $5 scholarship, $250 gift card. Give me something. Let's build a relationship together. Because I've got a network of people, whether that's 500, 5,000. Your brand has a value. Continue to build that value. Don't ever be afraid to ask for a $sign or something in kind that can help you save on that same $sign.
Yeah, always ask for budget, always. Every job that comes your way, always ask, what is the budget for this opportunity? And then when it comes in time, you'll learn to vouch for yourself, this is my worth, this is my hourly rate, and if you can't meet that, oh well.
My name is Yola. I'm a junior at Charles Barnes High. My question is, how are you able to separate this online life from your normal life? Things you stream, but if you want to do something in your normal life, that doesn't have to do with what you do online. How are you able to separate that?
I feel like we're in a more connected, era than ever. So I feel like you should have some privacy to yourself, if you feel certain things you should just keep to yourself. I feel like keep your privacy, keep your own circle. For me, I don't post family members or anything like that because they're not part of my world. They didn't ask to be part of that world. So I keep certain things private. It really is under your discretion of how much you want to share. But usually I keep certain things private. If I get in an argument with somebody, I'm not gonna go on I gotta argue with this person. That's just me. But anybody else, same.
Yeah, I think it's based on you. I'm really transparent with my community. Emotions, relationship issues, whatever it may be, I'm always on it. So it's really based on you. But I think you do have to keep things private. You have to. You have to separate yourself from the internet as a whole, just for your mental health. So really, it's based on you. You can share parts of your family if you want to. You don't have to. Don't follow other people's steps. Just because I'm saying that, don't follow what I'm doing. So as you grow in a space, you'll know what you want to share with your community.
This goes to everyone here. Who is that one person that when you're down to your lowest, who is always that one person you go out to?
That's
Premier Mitchell, you want to start?
Yes, so I had a very stressful trip getting here. I lost my driver's license. I realized that when I got taken to the hotel. But I was telling, I think, Allison, that it was good tools for me, even as a psychologist. I have to still use the same skills that I tell my patients. And that was, Felicia, focus on what you can control. And I heard somebody in the earlier panel say that, okay, you don't have your license right now. You came to show up for people. Don't let what happened in your life do that. So my mom would have been that person, but my mom's been dead for several years. So for me, it's my faith. So for me, like I said, I don't put my feet on the floor any day until I pray and meditate and focus on scripture. But again, that's my thing. So you all have to find what your thing is, but for me, it's, and then my husband, I talk to my husband, and you know, a good friend about what's going on. So having a support system is really important, and a system. Oftentimes people focus on one person, but God forbid that person is no longer here, like my mom, you know, departed this earth earlier than I would have liked for her to, and then I would have had a void. So having a support system, 2 or 3 people that you can talk to is really important.
Yes. Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you. Jessica, thank you for your vision, your leadership, and for creating these opportunities for them. So, you know, we got to salute and celebrate teachers because they are one of the most, what I think, first and foremost, underpaid. Secondly, not recognized and thanked enough. We appreciate you and thank you for what you're doing. If we can ever do anything again in the future, please let us know to help. And thank you for acknowledging and celebrating her as well. Game for launches. What do I need to be on that list to value the game and get paid to do so? Thank you very much.
How is your opinion? How do you think
Curling on the side. Curling on the side.
I'm gonna need that video too.
McDonald's.